dress. You have a way of relieving all of my stress. You're the only one who knows what I've been through. You don't know how much I told you. I don't know how to tell you how I feel. I'm not sure how to say it. It's like feeling on the road with your last cigarette, calling on the phone when you've had your last shot of Jack on your breath. 40 more ounces of beer to go. 40 more.
We're here at the premiere of Eastside Zombies with TKO. How you doing, brother?
Doing great.
What's this on your shoulder?
Championship belt. Seems like I won it a few months ago.
A few months ago? Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what was your role in the movie?
I was a zombie slayer, part of a small militia group with the purpose to eliminate all of the zombies.
Yeah, because we didn't like the zombies, did we?
Did not.
And so what did you think of what you saw?
I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty cool to see myself on a big screen. I'm sure a lot of people felt the same way, and a lot of us were first-time actors, so it was really, really cool to see that.
Now, in case people couldn't figure it out, you are also a wrestler.
I am.
Who do you wrestle for?
I wrestle for a few companies within the area, mainly PWA, Pro Wrestling Academy, out of Cheshire, Connecticut, but throughout the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Maine, Massachusetts.
And of course, as we stated earlier, you are the champion.
I am champion of a nice little company out of Connecticut. Not PWA, but still very good. And hopefully I represent the company very well.
Absolutely. I've actually had the pleasure of seeing TKO wrestle. When I broke my neck, they did a fundraiser for me in which you wrestled, and I couldn't have been more appreciative for that. Caitlin, any questions?
What was your best memory of doing this film?
Like I said, it was my first time, so like everything was really cool to me. I would have to say maybe the fight scenes. It seemed natural, just being a wrestler, doing a fight scene, so it was pretty easy for me, but also enjoyable because it was something different than being in front of a big crowd of wrestling fans. Now you're just in front of a screen and maybe a few people around, so it was different. A lot of like takes and retakes, but it was pretty cool. I think that was my favorite part.
Good. Was it a different experience than you thought it was going to be when doing the fight scenes?
Yeah, because when you wrestle, it's live. It's first take. There's no retakes. There's no do-overs, and that was the different part. Just doing it over and over and over again. But it was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Great. Well, we're very glad that you could be here today.
Okay, we're here at the Luxury Cinema with Deb McGrath.
Hi.
Okay, who was a part of the movie. What did you think about the movie?
The movie was awesome. I tell you what, it's bringing different people together and proving that everybody can get along was just absolutely amazing to me, truly. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. What do we have over here? We have Chris.
Hi, Deb. Deb and I have been very good friends for a long time now. She's supported veteran pro wrestling, and she does a lot with the patriotism. And why don't we discuss a little bit about your organization that you're part of? As it's flags?
Honor and Remember. Yeah, so Honor and Remember is an organization that brings flags to family members of fallen heroes. So I'm the director now, and it's an amazing organization that's national, and Chris has been part of that, and a lot of volunteers, and we support all the military, and it's just an amazing organization, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, and we'd love to work with you more. And actually, I think you're going to be in silent times from what I understand.
Oh, now he's got it on video that I'm going to participate.
Yeah. That's why I was here. All right, well, thanks again for coming. We had a good time, and well, we're going to go watch the film now.
And we are back. I am standing here with Nikki. Nikki, what was your role in the movie?
I was one of the militia, the zombie killers.
And what was that like?
I'm used to actually probably playing the bad guy. And I have to say it was a bad guy because both of my daughters were in the film. And attacking my daughter on films is a little different than attacking them at the house.
What was the attacking like? Was it different than what you would have thought for a movie, or?
It is. Very playful behind the set. Behind the scenes, playful, and it was great to work with such a different range of children and adults, enjoying themselves and seeing them light up faces, and trying to make them afraid, but at the same time keeping them from giggling.
Right. Well, that's very nice. And what was your best or favorite part about doing this film?
Honestly, working with my family, my brother, my daughters, and the cast. They really became family. I've worked on with a couple different projects now, a bunch of them, and honestly, I miss being around everybody.
I do have to say that's one of my favorite things too. Growing up doing theater, working with my mother and brother and father in a show was very exciting, very rewarding. We thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Hello, and we're back at the lovely East Side Zombies premiere. With me to my left is the second unit AD, Robert Doc Bell. And with me right here is my good friend James, who is a still photographer. And thank you all for being here.
Absolutely, Chris.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Thank you. Yeah. So, we're all working on different projects here. Actually, me and Doc and James. And James and I are working on, well, actually all three of us are working on a movie called Silent Times. It's based in the 20s and 30s. And pretty much we're all working on it. It's a wonderful process so far. And right now, myself and Doc are working on a documentary, but first we'll talk about Silent Times. And Silent Times, James and I are working on. James is working as a camera and producing it with us. And James, what's your time been like on that set?
What's my timing?
Time been like on that set?
Oh, what's my time like? Oh, it's been nice. It's been good. I'm usually more of a behind the scenes. I'm more of a still photographer, but shooting video was different for me, and I'm learning a lot. It's a lot different from shooting still, but I'm learning. I mean, it's a great experience for me. So.
I know it throws me off because I can't do still photography. So what I don't have, you can. So anyway, but having a good time here. Now, Doc and I are working on a documentary here, and Doc, why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. What would you like to know, Chris?
Well, you and I, we came up with an idea, and it's kind of based on what East Side Zombies was about. A lot of people get false impressions on people who are different and look different and dress differently. And you being part of the motorcycle community, maybe you could touch a little bit upon that.
Yeah, it like you said, it has a lot to do with East Side Zombie, as far as separation and discrimination, that sort of thing. But in the MC community, they withstand things like that, and so we decided, we wanted to bring that to light, okay? And you and I, we talked about putting together a documentary for it, and so basically what I'm trying to do is enlighten the public that MC world and the people that participate with it are not, devils with horns and tails, as if though that's the way they're portrayed. They're actually quite the opposite. They donate more to charity than any organization. But it's like an untold story. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring it to the light so the public can see that it's not like what you see on the Son of Anarchies and all the other shows, Gangland and things like that. So that's basically what it is, Chris.
So what do you think was the best aspect of doing the fight scenes in this movie?
I definitely think being able to present something in more of a modern sense for me, because I'm so used to working with projects that were in the Middle Ages, the Viking times. It was really nice to be able to work in, more wrestling, more grappling, more throwing, weapons, guns. It was nice to be able to do something modern as opposed to being confined to armor and swords. And on top of that, being able to think about how zombies would fight, because you have how human beings would fight, and then you have what a zombie would think about and how their fighting style is and how they would go about combat. So being able to choreograph and put onto screen how a zombie would fight was a very, very unique challenge.
And that's another thing. When people think of zombie movies, they think of or TV shows, Walking Dead, Romero. These zombies are definitely not your average run-of-the-mill zombies.
Exactly. So it wasn't so much their physical limits that we're thinking about in the choreography, it's mentally. It's what are they fighting for? What is their mindset? What are they thinking of? What's their motivation? And that was the different sense.
Right.
So this was something bigger they were fighting for. They were fighting for their friends, for their family. They were fighting for a sense of belonging. And that was a really interesting part to put into the choreography.
Okay. All right, Frank. Thank you for being with us, and enjoy the movie.
Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm here with the East Side Zombies world premiere here. I'm here with the amazing Elena. How are you doing, Elena?
Oh, I'm doing great. I really was excited to see the final version on the big screen first time.
We had a great time. You were in this production, correct?
Yes, from almost the first day.
Yes, you were actually.
As a fundraiser and as an actress, I had a small role, speaking role, but also I have multiple roles. Whatever I was needed, I was just put inside.
So, what did you think of the film?
Well, I like it. I didn't expect that it will come out so good and so smooth, and there's a great storyline, and it's amazing. So it's multiple times rearranged it, and now it's became more dramatic at the end. And I really like it. That is really the line that human rights, zombie rights, go from start to the end without any interruption.
We're back at the premiere of East Side Zombies, and Tiffany Wilkins, welcome.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks.
Don't be nervous. We don't bite. So what was your part of the movie?
I was just a small role. I was one of the zombies that was sick of being oppressed and, basically yelling at the camera was my role.
And how much practice did you need for that?
Not that much.
Are you good at yelling?
It wasn't like literal yelling. I was just being funny. No, I've done a lot of stuff on film, so it's not like I was like, oh no, I'm afraid to talk in front of a camera for 2 seconds.
So what else have you done on film?
I've done a couple other indie films. I've also done plays and the like. So being in front of people, I also have a YouTube channel, so being in front of people and acting like an idiot is my thing. But I did not act like an idiot in this film, so.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's Tiffany Style, which is like a video game kind of review and let's play site. It's not safe for work because there's a lot of jokes of the adult variety and some cussing, but it's a persona. But it's fun. It's all good fun.
Outstanding. Caitlin?
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
I'm sorry. Tiffany.
Yes.
I really like your sweater dress.
Well, thanks.
One of my favorites. What was the best part of doing this film for you?
I just like doing a lot of films. I like being in front of the camera, and I like interacting with people and being part of something. So that I always look for a work like that. And when he offered, he's like, hey, I got a part for you. I'm like, okay, no problem. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, we're happy to have you here today.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
My daughter, and I really like that she was involved in this project because she's the one who is very difficult to be involved in anything new or anything which is many people around. And I amazed that one time I brought her just to be with me, and suddenly she had an interest and started to be more actively acting, and she has fond memory about their acting experience in this movie.
Very nice. Well, we're very glad that you could be here today.
Thank you.
Well, I'm Jeff to start off with, and my role in this was I played Max, the father of the female lead, and also did a little bit of writing for the final script and a little bit of backstage work as well. So I did all kinds of things.
Very nice. Seem to have a good role for this. What was your best experience for this film today?
Oh, my best experience. There's a scene where it's just Max's family in their living room, I think, and I think that was just the intimacy of it. On an acting level, I really have good memories about that particular shoot day.
It was a very exciting movie to write with you, Crucifier.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And I'm really excited that it's going to be shown. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
And this was fantastic, too. What an interesting concept. I really enjoyed the whole thing.
Well, and you and I both did. I did my first film with her.
Oh, my gosh.
It was Picture Bowl, and we
Picture
both
Bowl.
went to the film festivals together.
What part did you play with the movie?
Well, originally I played Persephone's mother, wife of Max. And I also played a couple other background pieces that I don't remember what they were called, but I was just in the background.
And you also did a lot of behind-the-scenes work too, correct?
I did. I was doing the art department, director of the art department.
Outstanding. Caitlin, have any questions for her?
Heather, what was the best experience that you had for doing this film?
Oh my God, it was just like I've never been behind a camera before. That was interesting, definitely. But I think the most exciting part was actually setting the scenes and stuff. That was fun for me.
Were you nervous?
No, not really doing that part. That came natural. The acting part, yes, very nervous.
Good. Well, we're very glad to have you here today, and we look forward to seeing you inside.
I always wanted to be an actress since I was 3 years old. And I was lucky enough to go to a college where I could major in drama my first year. So I took every drama course there was. It was in Iowa. It was Drake University in Iowa. And after 2 years, I had nothing else to learn. So I went to New York City. I studied at the Neighbor Playhouse in New York City for 2 years. And then I got my first job a year and a half after that on a soap opera called A Time for Us. And I've worked ever since, so it's been wonderful. Yes.
Well, Beverly, it's been very nice having you here today.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Good, and we hope you enjoyed the film.
Rick is credited with what, Rick?
Creating the electric slide along with breakdancing, lockin' and poppin', the robot, and the only square dance created since the 1940s called the Texas Silver Star, which premiered on the Country Music Awards show in 1989.
Wow, incredible. I knew about the electric slide. The rest of it is just incredible. So do you have some questions for Rick?
Well, we're very glad to have you here today. And
how did it feel to play such a, I don't want to say a bad guy, but I mean, technically it was a bad guy. How did you adapt to that role? Because you're really not a bad guy.
I have a habit of getting bad guy roles. I've done it since I was very young. And in fact, even in New York City, I worked at the 17th Street Children's Playhouse, and I played the pauper's father. So, okay. And my wife in the show, Mrs. Pauper, came up to me one night and she said, "How do you scare these children every single night?" I mean, I had one kid who we used to stand at the door and shake hands with the kids as they left the theater. And one kid would not come to the door when he saw me standing there. He ran in the opposite direction, and his mother had to go grab him. And so this girl, she said, "How do you do this?" And I explained to her, the process I go through. And her name was Louise Fletcher. And many of you may know she went on to make many horror films.
Absolutely. Now, how much prep work did you have to do in your character?
For this show?
For this show.
About 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. I just put on the clothes and think, I'm Hitler. Hi!
And it was hard to keep a straight face sometimes. I mean, you were very convincing. So, what do you think of the cause behind or the meaning behind the movie?
I love it. I think it's one of the best things I've done so far, and I can't wait to see it.
I'm pretty excited too. All right, Rick. Well, thank you for being with us, and we'll see you inside.
All right.
And we are back. I am standing here with Nathan, who played a pretty big role in this film. Nathan, what role did you play?
I played Martin, who was sort of like the main character of the movie.
And what was it like doing this film for you?
It was a very large project. I was asked to do it by my dad, and it was just an experience that I've never really had before because I don't really have much of a background in acting, but it was very fun in the end. So.
Good. Well, you did a wonderful job after seeing the film. What did you think of the film after seeing it all put together?
Well, I saw the original rough cut, and it has definitely made a lot of improvements. The editing got much, much better, and I think that the story just flowed much more naturally, so I was really happy about the end result.
Good. And your best memory of doing this film?
Probably seeing my brother play a role in it. He is special needs, and the movie is supposed to be about people with special needs. It's like an allegory. So it was really cool to see him have like a part in it, even though it was like slightly small. It was really an awesome thing that he got to do that. So
Behind the movie, where did you get the idea from?
Well, I talked with Chris Annino, a friend of mine who's also a director, and we wanted to try to do something for the autistic community, people with disabilities, people with differences, and he suggested immediately a zombie movie. And I'm going like, wow, that's a great idea, because I already had the idea in my head that the zombies could sort of represent the way people with disabilities are treated in this world, and I wanted to sort of make a movie about that.
Outstanding. And the message behind the movie is pretty much an anti-bullying movie. What did you think of how everything flowed, and what was your best memory from filming the movie?
I think the best thing about filming the movie was just getting all these very artistic, very talented people together and having them all work in the same direction. I think southeastern Connecticut has sort of been known as a place where everybody sort of fights with one another and nothing ever gets done. So one of my aims with the movie was to try to actually get something done involving a lot of different creative people and try to make it work and just be sort of the glue that held it together. And we had challenges at times, but we did all hold it together eventually, and we made a pretty decent movie, I think.
And how did you like playing a zombie?
Oh, I loved it.
Caitlin, do you have any questions?
William, what was your best experience with this movie?
Oh, I think working with Lawrence are terrific people.
Very good. Well, we're very glad to have you here today, and we will see you inside.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's been a great day here, and I couldn't believe we had well over 100 people. There were people standing up. Everyone stayed, so that was good. That's always a good thing, that people seemed to like it, and there was applause and a lot of excitement, good buzz, and that's what we were trying to generate, a lot of good buzz, a lot of fun times.
All right, so the question everybody's asking, when's the sequel?
Well, I think we're going to take a little break, but hopefully maybe in the summer we can start thinking about some other stuff, but my head is kind of fried at this point, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but hopefully we can get back to it eventually, sure.
Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies!
What happened to your bed?
I thought I'd clean up for court.
All rise. Oyez, oyez, oyez. The Honorable Superior Court for the State of Connecticut is now in session. The Honorable Judge Sam Martino presiding. Please give your attention according to law.
You may all be seated. I would like to sum up this case. As you already know, zombies have special laws that exclude them from gathering in groups larger than 5. A few days ago, a dozen zombies gathered in downtown Terraville for a peace protest. Max Churchill, Claire Goldsmith, and Nick Bonquicle were the ringleaders of this protest.
Firstly, Your Honor, with all due respect, I would like to take exception to Your Honor's characterizing my clients as the ringleaders. That is not based on the evidence, and I take exception and want that to be noted on the record. And while I'm at it, I'd like to remind the jury that this country was founded upon the Declaration of Independence, and that declaration assures members of our society that all men are created equal. Zombies are men and women. We're entitled to the same rights as everyone else in this country.
Objection, Your Honor.
This is not the time nor the place to lecture the court on the Constitution.
I claim it, Your Honor.
Exception, Your Honor.
Overruled.
This is ridiculous and inhuman. The Constitution was written for mankind, not inhuman mankind.
Enough. Escort this man outside.
I am an upstanding citizen, and I should be... What are you doing? I should be allowed to...
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. You're gonna throw him out? You got these flesh eaters, these rotting maggots in here, and you're gonna throw our guy out. This is absolutely ridiculous. They need to be hung, every single one of them. Hang them all. They cannot mix with humans. Don't sit there and look at me like that.
Ooh, they cut you down.
The rest of you shut up too. I'll take the rest of you out with them.
I'll take you outside.
You know, I don't care what this...
Any more disruptions and I'll clear out this room. Let us proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There were laws to keep slaves. There were laws that wouldn't let women vote. Were those laws good? Some laws are not to be followed.
Objection, Your Honor. It is improper for counsel to argue that the jury should disregard the law. Counsel is well aware that jury nullification in this state is improper. She should be sanctioned for that conduct. But what would you expect from some flesh eater like her?
Zombies are not flesh eaters. We do not eat flesh.
They certainly are. It's a disease-ridden population that's a danger to humanity, should be put on a reservation and separated for our protection.
That's a myth perpetrated by you.
Absolutely not, Your Honor.
Humans who are...
Your Honor, I'd move that all her statements be stricken and that this case be mistried for trying to improperly influence the jury.
Overruled. And now it's time for the jury to render their decision. Foreman, do we have a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Verdict is not guilty. God help us all.
When zombie hordes roamed our fair land 10,000 years ago, striking fear in human breasts, appearing in the night's dim glow, with tattered clothes and vacant looks and names we did not know, we feared for the worst and learned to hate them so. Humans always tried to strike the fatal blow. But zombies wouldn't die, somehow they all survived behind the wall we had to install. They hid on the east side where the beast would stay, far, far, far away. They changed their habits, left us alone. We felt safe in our home. An uneasy truce left the zombies on the loose, till one day we heard some terrifying news. The zombies were living in caves below our towns, laughing and loving, acting weird, being clowns. They tried to integrate and not be found, but we have to castrate the last one around.
here with attorney Linda Goriani and her client Max. Linda, how do you feel about the current zombie peace movement?
Well, as an attorney for the Institute for Zombie Justice, I feel it's long overdue. The zombies have been treated poorly in this country, and humans have to understand how hurtful this is and how it's going to impact society adversely.
I'm Harry Grubman, and this is ZTV.
Before we conclude, there's one last thing I'd like to say to all our people in the audience. Pax vobiscum.
Leave him alone!
Right for zombies! Right for zombies! So Dave, what just happened?
I'm peacefully protesting. This guy kicked my crutch out.
Did I
That
not
guy
tell
there.
you to leave? Go. You are dismissed.
And who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
You can call me Zach. I'm the leader of the Westboro Zombie Slayers.
And what business of yours is here?
What business is it? To get rid of you scumbags.
It was definitely a peaceful protest, you must admit that.
You guys have no business being on this planet, let alone with a little protest here. We are not going to rest until each and every one of you is gone.
O God, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art below. As one dead in the bottom of a tomb, either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Sorrow drinks zombie blood. Adieu, adieu.
Cut it out with the sword play, you two! Okay. That's it for today. We'll see you all next Thursday. Study your lines, humans. Zombies, too. Nice job, Martin. You've got that animal instinct, kid. Parsippany. You've got to give me more. Be more aggressive and more zombie-like. Grit your teeth. Snarl a bit. I'm not feeling your rage against the Capulets. Look, guys. This zombie version of Romeo and Juliet could be huge. It could be a big hit. Great rewrite, Hector.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark.
I'll see you all next week. Keep your fangs on.
Hey, Persephone, wait up. Hey. Whew. Hey, don't let her get under your hide. I think you were very zombie-like.
Thanks, Martin. What does she know about being a zombie anyway?
I don't know. Kind of looks the part, though.
No, I mean really. I think she has very old school views of the way zombies behave. They are a lot different than you might think from the movies.
Who got a lot of experience with zombies? I mean, don't get me wrong. All my best friends act like zombies, but they're cool. I mean, I don't see them munching on body parts in the basement or anything. Unless you count fried chicken.
Body parts? Get off of it, Martin. Zombies haven't eaten humans in something like 6,000 years.
That's why my old man got such keen recollections of them. Hey, how you know so much about zombies? You know those movies will keep you up at night. Bad nightmare, sister.
The only nightmares I have are in my own living room. Stay cool, Martin.
We will beat these zombies to a crisp and blow them from the earth. To get them! I tell you, we will wipe these stinking zombies from the face of the earth. are no good. So get out there and kill them.
What's wrong, Martin?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Wait a minute. Is it about that girl again?
What is it with girls? They gotta be so mysterious all the time. I've never even seen her out of that zombie costume.
Maybe she is a zombie. Why don't you just go ask her out and get to know her better?
You know why I can't.
'Cause you're chicken?
God damn it, look at me, Mom.
You're a handsome boy, Martin.
You know what I mean.
You got injured in that accident a long time ago. Now it's time you deal with it. Go and ask her out and take it from there.
O God, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art below. As one dead in the bottom of a tomb, either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Sorrow drinks zombie blood. Adieu, adieu.
Okay, break.
Much better. Much better today, guys. I can see a zombie coming out. A smidge. Better. Keep those fangs on. And get the lines down. We're gonna knock 'em dead. Dead. Dead.
Hey, why you always rushing off after rehearsal? I was thinking maybe we could run some lines, but I can never seem to catch up with you.
Well, maybe you need to run a little faster. Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
No, really. I was just running my mouth without thinking. I'd like to run lines with you, but...
That's okay. You should hear my mom. Just the other day, she was thinking you must be a zombie.
You're talking about me with your mom?
Well, yeah, I mean, no, she was just asking me how rehearsals were going and whatnot.
It's okay. That's kind of sweet. You sort of want to ask me out, don't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd love to go out with you, but why would you want to go out with someone like me?
Why not? You're different, I'm different. Maybe it's worth a try. Hey, there's this dance on Saturday night on East Side, kind of a zombie theme, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, zombie theme? I never heard about a dance like that. Who's sponsoring it?
A radio station, I think. It's Zombie Week or something.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I'd love to go, Persephone. Well, at least you got a costume, but what about me?
Maybe you can borrow a costume.
Just with the zombies think they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Idea. Brilliant. Find one of those campers, put another one of those things, and just beat the hell out of them. You know, show them what they're made of. You know, they think they're just people, but they're not. That's right. You know what I mean? Okay. What's going on?
You drop this.
What are you giving me this for? I don't want it. No, go away. Come on, what's okay?
Hey. Back.
Down. I'm here with Jeremiah Briggs, zombie activist. Jeremiah, do you feel that this was an unjust act?
I picked up a cup. Somebody littered. I asked them
if it was theirs. And 3 people beat me up because I'm different. Because they hate us. Because my people are oppressed. We just want to be like everybody else. But they keep attacking us.
Stay tuned to ZTV, your station for zombie news and weather.
It's now time for a major news update.
Dad, can't you turn that thing off? I have to finish my homework so I can go out tonight.
Yes, yes, dear, but just a second. I have to see this.
We have sad news tonight from Terrorville. 2 young zombies, mistaken for monsters, were gunned down on the streets after being accused of being vegetarians. The 4 elder zombies, living in a gated community, who were charged with the crime, apparently missed the news from a generation ago that vegetarianism is good for people with pale skin.
That's right, Jack. Our learned men determined centuries ago that zombies were never meant to eat flesh, including humans. Now, we do have a ZTV crew on the scene right now. Let's go to them for the latest.
And I'm here with a victim of a hate crime. We're sick and tired of being treated differently. We're not on this planet to kill anyone. We are loving, peaceful vegetarians, and we deserve your respect.
Good grief, what is the problem with the zombie race? Are we gonna be like those 2 warring families in Romeo and Juliet forever?
Never speak ill of your own race, dear. Remember what our great leader Papawa once said? Embracing the bullets of your enemies is the friendliest fire. We are making progress. It's just not as fast as some of you young people would like. Speaking of Romeo, you still inviting that human to the dance?
Yes, Dad, but I don't know if he's a vegetarian.
Well, most humans aren't, poor things. Their so-called civilization just hasn't advanced to our level, I'm afraid.
Oh my God, Max. Do you have to act like such a snob? You know we all advance at our own rate.
Yes, darling. But in the case of humans, that rate is positively glacial. I don't know whether to blame their educational establishment or their medical facilities. It is depressing what passes for a professional these days. And you know it still galls me? Knowing that those humans think of us as uncivilized.
Dad, you sound like a zombie TV commentator.
Just embracing the bullets, sweetie. If you can absorb the initial impact, nothing can harm you. Remember that when you hear the zombie jokes at school.
All right, Lieutenant. I sent you for recon. What have you learned?
Yes, Captain. We have about 50 bogeys on the 2nd floor, east side of the building. If we come in through the downstairs door, cut up the stairs, we'll be good to go.
Good.
So they got a band playing upstairs this time, going hard and fast. No one hears coming.
Nice.
There's also a protest out front. That should be the first thing we go after. There's also a man guarding that door.
Seems like we know our orders and we know our places, so let's go get this done.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies! Peace for zombies!
Skylar Lee with ZTV. I'm here with a bunch of protesters on the scene. This is Max Churchill. What are you doing here, Max Churchill?
They say we are undead monsters. Let them see that we are nothing more than standard members of the community who want our rights and our peace.
I am Jacques von Schmidt of the Westboro Zombie Slayers. And we are here to annihilate these people. To wipe them from the earth.
What do you think about Captain Schmidt?
Why can't you just leave us alone, Schmidt? Is it so hard on your ego to see people enjoying themselves, to see people living their lives?
Living their lives in my community? No way in hell! I will see you all annihilated before I allow this to happen. Get out!
You have no say in our lives, just as we have no say in yours. We're all free to do whatever we like.
And we're also free to live without hatred.
All right, there you go. You have it.
Spread whatever lies you like, but we will have peace.
Life. There's something wrong with you deep inside. Pathetic waste of fucking life. There's something wrong with you in your mind. Get up and tell the anger in me. I am the burning sun. Feel the power burning from me. I represent your life.
Martin, I want to introduce you to some of my friends. Hey Melanie, I love your costume. Oh hey, I want you to meet my friend Martin. He's my Romeo from school, you know, the one I told you about?
Oh, hello there, Romeo. Well, you do look the part. So what's your poison?
No thanks. I got enough poison every Tuesday and Thursday when our drama coach told us how bad we are.
How bad I am, you mean? She never thinks I'm enough of a zombie. If only she could see me now.
You're looking good tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, maybe you could go introduce me to some other friends. They look pretty cool.
For zombies, you mean?
For anyone. Zombies are cool anyways. Most civilized people I know.
Alright, come on. Jimmy, Claire, I'd like you to meet my friend Martin. He's the one from the play, you know.
Oh, yeah, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo, the Montagues and Capulets and all that shit. Jeez, seems like some people just can't get along.
Just like zombies, I expect. Present company accepted.
Oh, it is a beautiful play, isn't it, Martin? Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
Hey, that's my line. And it's loath ed, as in special ed.
Why is your drama coach having you dressed like a zombies?
Just trying to humanize us, I suppose.
Stop.
Look, isn't this whole Montagues and Capulets thing kind of like the humans versus the zombies? Shouldn't we just live in peace, set aside our differences, and forget about stupid competition? I mean, underneath all these costumes, we're all the same, right?
Let's dance.
Bye.
Everybody hates me. Yeah, everybody hates me. Fucking life. There's something wrong with you deep inside. Pathetic waste of fucking life. There's something wrong with you deep inside.
It's just us today, Max.
Oh, just you and me, like the old days? It's nice, isn't it? Pick the right evening for this.
Oh my God, look!
I'm sick of you zombies. You think you belong here? You think like you're acting human, that's something cool? There is no... Stop looking at me! Turn around!
I'm reporting from the east side, where kind of a major incident is happening. Video phones showing slayers hitting innocent zombies.
I said that we would annihilate you people, and today is the day.
All right, everybody cut it out. I said freeze.
It's Persephone. She was at that dance.
I should have known. Damn humans.
Look at you. What are you doing?
That's Martin. He's the boy in the picture Persephone showed me. The one she went to the dance with.
Most advanced human, it would seem. Probably because he has a handicap. Yes, he knows what it is to be an outsider. The only one standing up to the cops is sitting in a wheelchair.
These zombies were just minding their own business, having fun at the dance, and you had to ruin it by assuming the worst.
You need us to keep you under control.
We are going to police ourselves from now on. Take your batons, your tasers, your guns, and walk into the night and never come back. We don't need you anymore.
But zombies have been our enemies forever.
Those who you dread are merely humans, dressed in costumes who mean no harm. Try a little tenderness and you will be true heroes.
Nothing's happening here. Let's go.
What will it be, you two?
I think I'll have the pizza special, please. Martin, will you split it with me?
I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Whoa, look who's on the news.
Oh my god, Martin, we made the news. Hey, can you turn that up? I want to hear what they're
I
saying.
noticed a young, handicapped human in a wheelchair, and he was amongst the zombies. And I immediately enlisted him in my crowd control scenario.
Oh my god, Martin. They completely twisted the whole story. They tried to make us look like the bad guys when they were the ones who went crazy. Zombies would never lie like that. We don't even know how.
We?
Martin, I've been meaning to tell you. I am a zombie. I really am a zombie. I'm not acting.
This is just a costume.
I am a zombie, and I like you. Is that a crime?
Holy Christ, Martin! That's you! And you! You're a zombie! You're one of them!
Yes, yes I am. I am a Montague, and I am a zombie. I am whatever keeps you up at night because it's different and not easily understood. I am a nightmare and a daydream. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
What the hell's wrong with her?
I love when you wear that little blue dress. You have a way of relieving all of my stress. You're the only one who knows what I've been through. You don't know how much I adore you. I don't know how to tell you how I feel. I'm not sure how to say it. It's like feeling on the road with your last cigarette, calling on the phone when you've